And now, insurance-minded speeches from Geico.
Hardship. My grandmother would go through it every month to pay her insurance bill. First, she would handwrite a paper check, in cursive. Then, using her own tongue, she would wet a stamp for an envelope. Today, however, we need not weary our hands and tongues. Today, we can pay our Geico bill with the Geico app. Away with hardship, in with bill pay on the Geico app. Thank you.
Welcome to Blog Talk Radio in high fidelity.
Jimmy Mack is a renowned medical intuitive and spiritual life coach who has taken, completed, and even mastered a variety of healing modalities. After a near-death experience, he was shown and developed a simpler way to create healing and profound changes, now known as My Liquid Fish. He works with clients in person, on the phone, and over Skype worldwide, accessing energetic powers and co-creating changes that you can actually feel. Call in now to reserve your spot on the switchboard. The call-in number is 713-955-0594. Press 1 if you would like to ask Jimmy Mack a question. Enjoy this 1 hour of profound healing.
Hey everybody, it's Jimmy Mack coming to you live out of Clearwater, Florida. Hopefully everybody's doing well. We sure need the rain. For y'all that are getting too much rain, we'll pray that it all evens out. So thanks for being here. We appreciate you tuning in. It's every week, every Tuesday, of course, at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. For my folks overseas, that's always New York time. So funny to talk to people from around the world. It's like, oh, but it's 3 a.m. in Australia the next day. It's like, I can't keep up with all that. Isn't that funny? So I just always quote people Eastern Standard Time. New York, Florida time's the same. So we're glad everybody's here. We appreciate you dialing in. It's always free. It is always our service to be of service and to provide free healings and free readings and to keep things stirred up for all of you. So we're sure happy y'all are here. Also, keep in mind you can do the replay as well. And when you listen, if somebody has a health issue, a relationship issue, something with money, and we complete a clearing for them, you could just say, be open to the universe and say any words you like, hey, I'm accepting that as well. And magic can and will happen. I'm telling you right now, folks, I've seen it time and time again. I want to do a special shout out to my dear friend David. He was there when I went through my ICU experience and died every night in ICU. What a thrill. And of course, I teased him. He had to copy me. He wound up with pneumonia a couple weeks ago. And it was touch and go, I can tell you that. And they ended up with a lung collapsing and operating on him and just a giant harangue. And they didn't think he was going to make it. They even had him on breathing life support types of setups. You know, it's a coin toss, folks, when you're in ICU and they're breathing for you. So we prayed through that morning, noon, and night, and a lot of people did as well and really came through for me, and I wasn't about to let him cross over because he makes me laugh, and I love him, and he's my friend of decades. So I'm proud to say he went home yesterday to his gorgeous condo overlooking the Atlantic Ocean, and I really believe he has a new outlook on life, and I'm not even kidding. So made a late at age 50 plus smoking debut. So those went out the window, as you can well imagine. After you have lung stuff and can barely walk and coming back from the edge, the last thing you want to do is light something up. But anyway, everybody's got to find their own way, and everybody's got their addiction, their shortcomings, and we're all just having the human experience. We're all works in progress. Part of it, folks. Hey, reach out anytime. info@jimmymackhealing.com. We certainly will send out a bunch of information for you. If you're not already on our TGI Wednesday list, you want to get on it. And it's all about My Liquid Fish, of course, and we'll send you free information on that as well. You don't have to buy a single thing, although we do sell a lot of audio MP3s and a lot of books, but we actually send out all the information for free. So you could actually learn how to fish for free. And once you figure out how to do that, your mind will be forever blown and excited about life. And so keep that in mind. Again, info@jimmymackhealing.com. We always say we're working on people, places, things, pets, and situations. Next week, we have Sandra Sullivan on. She's an intuitive reader, does cards and intuitive readings, of course. She actually co-created a meditation CD with the music of Richard Shulman. So kind of cool. She's out of the Carolinas, really, really, really powerful reader. That'll be next Tuesday at noon. And then, of course, the last Tuesday of the month will be May 30th, and that's with Reverend Debbie Dean Spear. And as you know, she's our resident trans medium, and she specializes in speaking with your loved ones who are crossed over in spirit. And we love having her on. That's one of our most popular shows because people, of course, call in from all over the world, and they want to talk to their loved ones who've crossed over, and isn't that cool? So she's brought messages to me from my father and my brother that no one on earth could have known about, really some inside information, folks. So whether she's reading me or the tea leaves or the ethers or they're standing in front of her and we don't know, I just will always find it fascinating and fun and really, really cool. So stay tuned for all of that, and we look forward to that. A lot of great shows coming up. June is even more incredible, and so is July. So keep listening, and like I said, dial in for the replays as well. Today's guest is Kamilla, and she is a psychic, an oracle reader, and medium, astrologer, a little bit of everything. You can find out more about her at kimlovemuse.com. That's KIMLOVEMUSE.com. Her mobile number even to leave a message would be 323-683-6282 if you want to get a reading with her. So welcome, Kim. How are you today? I know it's early in the Pacific, in the LA area. How's it going?
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you perfect. That's awesome.
Great. It's going good. How are you? Thanks for having me on the show.
Yes, you're welcome. I'm glad that you were here, and you and I have played and worked together before, so I love it, and I always want to do that with my co-guest and co-host because, you know, we can at least get a feel for one another, and you know, you came up with some things and readings that nobody else could have known about, so that's always my little test for people, you know, and it's really, really
good
cool.
To hear.
So, yeah, absolutely.
Good to hear.
Tell folks what you're up to, honey, how to get a hold of you, the website, what's been going on. Catch us up.
Sure. Let me see. Well, I mean, I've been doing readings strong since 1999. I've been psychic my entire life, but a lot is changing just because the world is changing, the energy is changing. So what have I been doing? I write energy notes every month. I do readings, you know, day in and day out for people, guiding them more on the best life they can have. So yes, there's predictions. A lot of my readings are about empowerment or trauma or things to clear at this point, just because a lot of us have to get rid of a lot of patterns and density to become more light bodies and to be able to do more work on the planet. By density, I mean just all the stuff we sort of have accumulated over the years.
Sure. And lifetimes.
Sure. And lifetimes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think for me, my view is so different now because so many people are opening up to becoming healers, and so many healers are shifting in the way they work. They're kind of going into new modalities. They're finding new ways about themselves as they uncover. So all of us are obviously going through our own path. It's just very, very quick due to the energetic, astrological shifts that are happening. So a lot of my readings also include just a lot of the shifts that are going on and how to work with the energy, how to, you know what planets know the energy, and knowledge is power. So it's more of not just Mercury retrogrades at this point. It's more of the bigger planets and more of the world changes. So it's us and also looking at the world, because we're, going through such a huge transition. These are the changeover years going into 2019. So hopefully,
definitely crazy. And I look back on even if folks look at even the government, whether you love it, hate it, whatever your issue is, it's okay, it's whatever, it just is. But 1776, or whenever the country was founded, is in Cancer. Isn't that interesting? So July 4th, it's like our country is Cancer. So I find that interesting. Or homey, kind of homey, doesn't really want to go out of the house much, maybe crabby on occasion, whatever, right?
Like food, like shelter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. We have a big eclipse actually in August, and it's about America. So it's called they're calling it the Great American Eclipse.
Oh, wow.
Look that up. Start to look that up, just so you know what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Hey, folks, if you want to get in on this, and we really do, you want to press pound 1 to raise your hand. We've got a caller that wants to talk to you and us and see what we can stir up. 719. You're on the line. Hi, where are you calling from? What's your name?
Juliet.
Juliet? Hi, where are you calling from?
From Colorado.
Okay, how are you? You have a question for Kim?
I was wondering if I could just get a general.
A
general reading?
Yes.
About what's your main focus there, love? So we have something to focus on. We thinking of money, relationships, job. What's happening?
How about job?
Job stuff. Okay.
Yes.
Job. You sure it's job? It's not relationship stuff?
Well, let's go with relationships then. I'm not in one, but
I just feel, I don't know, I feel like that's stronger, but you're welcome to go with whichever. Do you want me to do job for you? Career?
No, I want to go with the stronger one.
The relationship?
Yes.
Okay. Can you give me your month and day of your birthday, please? Just month and day, not the year.
Sure. It's June 2nd.
Okay. And can you say your full name? Do you mind saying that? I just have to hear the blueprint of who you are.
Not at all. Juliet Tony Lucero.
Okay. And one more time?
9 in the morning.
No, sorry. One more time, your name?
Oh, I'm sorry. Juliet Tony Lucero.
Okay, hold on. And do you have a son?
I have 2.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me just ask what they want you to know. Hang on. I feel like what I'm hearing from them is, from my people, I call them my guides, that you don't know how to go about getting into a relationship. You've sort of been closed off and want to be in something good, but are, focused on you're a good mom, working with your kids and sort of trying to figure out what you're doing. I feel like you do want a business of some sort, but you're working a job that you're not thrilled in, but I get you wanting to really go towards business. So the real, I want to say, issue here is more just start something and stick with it, because you're sort of waiting for something to show you. And you, what they're saying is that you need to step out a little bit so you can find your confidence and also find the direction. So trust me, whenever I don't know what to do, I make sure that I step out with my intuition, and then I feel like the divine or whoever's guiding me, because the universe always has your back, always moves you in the right direction. So it's about trusting and moving out. You've just been afraid to, I feel like. Yes?
Well, yes, and everything you said is correct. But I'm starting to wrap up some school. I have one more exam, and then I'll be able to get my get my business license. So that's
you're
right
doing
on that
good.
part. Mhm.
You're doing good. You've been, you know, for the past few years, you've been working hard to make changes,
Yes.
and
True.
that's a good thing. It'll come through. I get like a year and a half. As far as relationship goes, you be clear about what you want in the relationship. Don't just get involved with anyone. Be really clear, and just kind of maybe get out and make some friends. But you're a little bit delicate when it comes to that with your heart, so you want to just stay protected and make sure you know who you're dealing with. Just because in the past it's been difficult for you.
Yeah. Okay.
But you're doing good. You're doing good, girl.
Sounds good.
Very good.
Thank
Makes
you.
sense? Awesome. Awesome. Hey, you want to stand up? We'll rock some stuff out for you, honey. Just stand up,
Yes.
face due north. All right. You go by Juliet, you said?
Yes.
Julia? Okay. So it's going to pull you forward for yes and push you backwards for no. You can just say, my name is Julia.
Okay.
You're just standing there, strong mountain pose in yoga. Due north, it'll pull you forward when you say your name out loud.
Okay.
You can say it now.
Do I say just north?
Yep. Standing facing due north. You got to stand up, face due north, and say your name. It'll pull you forward to signify yes.
Okay.
You can say your name out loud. It'll pull you forward.
Juliet.
You'll feel it drift forward. Feel it going forward?
Not yet, no.
That's okay. Say my name is Nemo the fish. It'll pull you backwards.
Juliet. Yeah, I felt it pull me forward now.
Okay. There you go. So you were in a car. Now you're outside or outside the house.
Yeah, outside.
You'll whisper in my ear. Here we go. All right. So if you say my name is Nemo the fish, you'll feel it pull backwards.
And I say, what name again?
My name is Nemo the fish. You'll feel it pull backwards.
My name is Nemo the fish. Yep, I felt that. That's crazy.
Awesome. Yeah, it's crazy. I do it all day long.
That is awesome.
Yeah. So let's go ahead
I
and
even
change
felt
some.
tingling in my legs too.
Yeah, that's all spirit. So what comes to you immediately for you is I want to give you discernment and direction in your life. So let's just say that I have discernment and direction in my life and see if you go forward, back, or in between.
I have discernment in my life.
And direction in my life.
I have discernment and direction in my life. And it pulled me forward.
Good. We're going to leave that. And a lot of times they're whispering in my ear, you feel scattered. Does that make sense? It's almost like you're not doing something because you feel like you're surrounded by rattlesnakes and you're trying to fight them all at one time. My friend would say you try and fight them one at a time, because if you don't, then they'll get you. So it feels, when I'm in your energy, it's very drifty. It's very uncertain.
Mm-hmm.
So I would just make that statement, I feel uncertain, and see if that pulls you forward now.
I feel uncertain. Yeah, it pulled me forward.
Yeah. So I'm going to release that, resolve and delete it, erase it, have her learn all the lessons she needed to from it, release her from the service to it. It's going to pull you backwards when it leaves.
Yep, it sure did.
There you go.
This is awesome.
And that's what I do. Well, thank you. Yeah, I do it all day long. A lot of people, it feels really odd or weird, but yeah, that's going to help you out a lot, love, okay? And if you write us, you can get a better, deeper reading, obviously, from Kim on her website, and you can write me at info@jimmymackhealing.com. I'll send you all my information for free. Got a lot of audios on there and things to read, watch, and listen to, and we'll help you in any way we can, okay? And thanks for calling in, love.
And thank you. You guys are awesome.
Awesome. Thanks for calling. Appreciate it. 8443 is our next caller. Hi, it's Kathy from Maryland. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you. You have a question for Kim?
Yeah, Kim. I'd like to know about my job.
Okay, Kathy. Just give me your month and day of your birthday, please.
December 13th.
Did you say September or December? I didn't hear you.
Oh, December.
Okay. And just say your full name for me so I can hear it.
Even with the maiden name or
Just your name that you were, you know what? Let's go with the name you use. I feel like it's been a long time since the other names have been used. So let's go with your name that you use now, your new fresh name.
Okay, it's Kathy Bray.
Okay, I like that. Hang on. Let me ask what they want you to know, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I get you as either like a head director or administrator. Is that true?
No. Not here.
It's sorry. It's nothing that you've done? It's nothing you've done in the past?
I've done administrative work, yeah.
Okay, like running an office, running things. What are you doing now? Because I can't see what you're doing.
Okay, I'm in IT.
Oh, okay. So hang on. I don't feel like you really want to be in IT. Is that true?
No, I don't.
So maybe that's why I'm seeing, I get you more as like running a company, being more of the director, administrator. You're really good at project management. So I feel like your talents, your abilities, your people skills, you feeling like you're touching people every day, making a difference in their lives because you want to. We can see that.
That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do spiritually.
Yeah, I get it. You do it now, believe it or not. You actually do it now. So you just need to you just need to move out onto the platform that you want. But that's more of you're not hanging on to you like security, and also in all fairness, Saturn has been in your sign, which is very difficult. When Saturn comes, it's a very difficult transit. So it sort of forces you to trim the fat, and it's leaving in October. No, let me think. Saturn goes into Capricorn. So yeah, it's leaving in December. So you're going to feel lighter, where you'll be able to move and be a little bit freer. But I would look for different areas now in where you want to maybe feel the security of a platform, of maybe running a company, even a healing company, and also making the difference in learning what you want to do as far as becoming either a hypnotist or, whatever kind of healer or modality you would like to go into. Because I think you're ready. I feel like you're ready.
Yeah,
they feel like you're ready.
I'm pretty close to retirement, but I'm just hanging on for the money here.
Yeah, right. The money and the security, which is like great because that's what Saturn likes. That Saturn likes the practical things. He's the dean of the school, basically. So,
well, maybe
I love the idea that.
I'm sorry. I was thinking the spiritual retreat I'm going on the end of September might be a turning point for me or something.
I like the idea of you even running retreats or being head of like the administrative and doing the healings. It's sort of like you're dynamic in being able to run the show and feel like you're making a difference. You're really not going to retire. It's going to be like fun for you. The retirement is leaving IT and all of that. You're so done with it, even though it's been good to you. I just feel like you're on a whole new journey. There's a lot of tropical areas that I see. And I also feel like you could even actually go into teaching yoga and meditation, because I feel like you would love it as far as physically. I don't know, Jimmy, do you get anything?
All that sounds familiar when you were saying that. It's an administrative deal, not so much, it's more energetic. It's about administering healing, that sort of thing. So even if you're in IT, it doesn't matter. Symbolically, that's what I'm seeing too. So it will be you being at the front end or a management administrative end and, you know, doling that out, if you will, or being kind of head of the class, basically. So more of a teaching.
Jimmy, do you know who I'm going on the retreat with?
Oh, no, I have no idea.
Elena Sarhawk.
Oh, okay. Sure. Yeah, I know her. She's been on my show. She lives local here.
That's how I know her.
Oh, good. Yeah. She's my little friend. We've known each other forever, and yeah, she's here local, so that's great. Well, that sounds like a blast. I would enjoy all that. Well, stand up, love. We'll rock some stuff out. You want to stand up, face due north, figure out which way is due north. Sun comes up in the east, turn to the left. If you just say, my name is Kathy, you'll feel the pull forward. Say it out loud. It's a radio show.
My name is Kathy. Okay.
And if you say, my name is Nemo the fish, you'll feel the pull backwards.
My name is Nemo the fish. Okay.
Nice. So what would you change or make different? In other words, I'm Kim. I feel like you're so beyond IT, like that's so like last year and you're still hanging on, which is fine for the money. I encourage everybody to do a little bit of everything. It's okay. You know, do that money thing and then have your healing and retreats and seminars to be really more of your life. This is just something, IT is what you're doing for money. It doesn't have to define you. You can still go and enjoy it and laugh with people and have coffee, whatever, you know. And it feels like wherever you're at, it's like big time Dilbert. So it's like showing me immediately the Dilbert cartoon. So that must be really rough.
Well, we are moving to Florida in about a year or two. So
okay, there you go. Yeah. I love it. Well, what would you change or make different, love? Are you looking for discernment and direction in it? Are you looking for guidance from spirit? How do you feel?
Both.
Both. Well, let's just say that and own it. I have discernment and direction in my life. See if you go forward, back, or in between.
Forward.
All right. Awesome. So, I mean, you're on track, I think, more than you know. You just know, you don't know that to know that, and you kind of need a stranger to tell you.
Right.
You do have worthy. You test for worthy, but you test weak on receiving and deserving. So let's give you that. Yeah, go ahead and just say that. I'm open, I'm deserving and open to receiving all the best life has to offer. I said it, they heard me. See if you go forward, back, or in between.
Oh, I'm going forward.
Yeah, so it's there now. So here's yesterday. It's going to pull you backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Feel the difference?
Oh,
and if I fast forward you to today and right now and tomorrow, it's going to pull you forward again.
Right.
Isn't that wild? So they're just showing me that on timelines. So that's kind of you. So while we're talking, the fields collapse and everything changes and comes down physics-wise. It's, hard to explain to a lot of folks, but that's okay. You get what I'm saying. And so we're basically in the field, we're playing around, like with, with children playing on the living room floor, coloring books in a million different colors. And that's what you and I are doing right now. But I feel like that's, I'm like Kim, you're going to wind up doing that. And quick as you want to retire from IT, you can do healing and everything else. And they're immediately reminding me of the end of my show, which is, I always say, may the rest of your life be the best of your life. So don't think of it as retiring. It's just like, I'm not going to do IT anymore. I'm going to do healing and spiritual work and whatever. So spiritual work.
Can I say something fun?
Can I say one more thing?
Sure.
Can I add in something?
Yeah.
I feel like you also, that was amazing. That healing that just happened was amazing for you. I felt it. You need to be in your beauty. So you need to be more in taking baths and essential oils and yoga meditation about your beauty and your strength. I don't feel like you've given yourself we don't feel like you've given yourself that due to probably partly because you've always been in charge, but also just being around IT, it hasn't really tapped into that. And it's something you really, really want to tap into from what I'm feeling.
Okay.
For
you. Yeah. and when she says all that, Kathy, I get pampering. You need to be pampered. My friend Gosha Lorenz that does all the access consciousness, she always don't get enough touch. And that's you. You need to schedule at least once a month massage. You need to go to the beauty salon, get a mani-pedi, take the bubble bath with flowers in it and lavender and, like she said, essential oils, whatever. But you need a lot more pampering than you're getting now, I think. And
I agree.
Just something to think about and tie in. Does that make sense?
Yeah. It's funny because I feel guilty sometimes when I go get my nails.
Well, stand up. Watch this. Get rid of that, girl. Oh, my God. I feel guilty pampering myself. See if it pulls you forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to release it, resolve it, delete and erase it, have her learn all the lessons she needed to from it, release her from the service to it, pull her straight back when you're done. You'll feel it pull, pull, pull. Then it'll drop you off in neutrality once that's all extracted off of you.
Okay.
And there you go. So set down those bags of guilt, that's for sure. Actually, it's worse than guilt. They're saying while you're doing stuff like that, you're thinking of all the other things you should be doing. How funny is that?
That is true.
That's you. So that's your people. I love it. You're welcome. Thank you for calling in. We appreciate you, love. Stay in touch and enjoy that retreat. That's awesome.
Okay.
Bye. It's great.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye. 727 is our next caller. Hi. What's your name? I know that area code.
Hey, Jimmy, it's Sarah. I know I missed a couple weeks with stuff going on in my life, but I wanted to call and say hi and see if Kim has any input for everything I've been going through.
Yeah. Well, grab a direction for it. What do you got? What would you like to delve into? Relationships, legal, kids? What's going on? Work?
Kind of legal and relationship, and just knowing that my mom's okay. Like, I did a balloon release on Saturday with the kids, and I felt more at peace, and then I didn't cry on Mother's Day, which I thought was an improvement.
Well, give Kim give Kim your month and day of birth.
January 29th. Do you need the year too?
No year. I don't know why. It's just always the month and day. And then can you say your full name on your birth certificate, or the name that whatever you feel comfortable with?
Like my married name or the one that was originally on there?
The original.
Sarah Tremaine Dorset. And then I was adopted when I was 7, and then it was Sarah Tremaine Dougherty until I was like in my mid-30s.
Okay, hang on. One marriage or two, Sarah?
One what? Oh, one.
One marriage
or
two. Okay.
One so far. That's really it.
You're in that marriage now. And what's the balloon?
No, I'm not. No, I've been divorced like 5 years.
Oh, okay, you are divorced. Okay, because there is another marriage that will come in for you. Okay, just say your name one more time.
Sarah, with an H. And then
just say your full name. Just say it. You don't have to spell it.
Sarah Tremaine Dorset was my birth name, I guess.
Okay, hang on. That changed. You were adopted. You never found your real parents, correct?
I found my birth mother, but not my father, not my biological father.
Okay, you did look. Okay. Let me just see what's going on. Hang on. I get, and Jimmy maybe can confirm this with you, I get a lot of fear with you right now. And I don't know what there's so much fear that it almost feels like, hang on a second. You keep a strong face, like no one would ever know that you had all this fear happening because you have this outer strong shell. But underneath, there's so much going on that you need to talk about with someone, or at least feel like you can release some of the sadness and the not understanding about what people are doing behavior-wise. You're sort of almost, not almost, just saying it's more like I want to use, there's another word, but astounded at people's behavior, if that makes any sense. Hang on a second. Let me see what they are saying. Okay, and they're also saying you need more of a practice in the morning for you to get on track with your spirit, with who you are, because it's a little bit split or pulled off right now due to all the stuff that's happening. So it's more of like, you don't have to wake up and sit there and do meditation for, a long time. You just have to center yourself or bring balance in or bring light in or kind of infuse your body with strength or understanding or whatever you feel so that you can feel your body, because you're a little bit disconnected due to the fear is what I'm getting. Does that resonate with you?
Yeah, I mean, I would almost call it more anxiety than fear, but yeah, which I guess anxiety probably is a form of fear. But
it's sort of one and the same. It's sort of like there's a lot going on. You're sensitive, and also it's a lot of built up stuff. So there's been really no release for it, or you're not finding outlets for it, and you need to, so that your spirit is clear on knowing what to do. So I feel like it's important for you to find, like I said, in the morning, go for a walk, meditation, something that clears and grounds you each day, because there's been stuff that's been accumulated, confusion, being upset, crying, feeling bad, just a lot. And there needs to be some peace, some solace. It's you've not really gotten a break. You kind of go to sleep like that and wake up like that. I'm sorry.
Kind of.
I understand. And it's because you're sensitive. You were a sensitive child. You are a sensitive person. But it's sort of like you're going, how do I protect myself, but also deal with everything that's happening? So there's this push-pull happening. There's a lot going on with you energetically. Jimmy, do you feel all of it?
Yeah, that's all spot on in my world as far as I'm concerned. You don't know her, and she's my little friend and client, so it's interesting to hear it. But yeah, I would call it an undercurrent. It has an undercurrent to it. There's a river running underneath the house kind of thing, and so there's an energetic vibe, if you will.
I got chills. Yeah.
So, all right, Sarah, what would you change or make different? Stand up, rock it out.
I don't know. I think I've been doing better the last few days. It's just overall, it's just, my life is overwhelmed at normal, and then it just kind of took a new level a few weeks ago, and I'm just trying to
own that.
Down
just own that and see if you go forward, back, or in between. I'm stuck and overwhelmed.
Forward.
Yeah, so I'm going to release it, as you know, fish it out, resolve it, delete and erase it. Have her learn all the lessons she needs to from it, release her from the service to it. It'll pull you straight back when it leaves and then drop you off back in neutrality.
That's a big one.
That's huge. Yeah. And I like what Kim said, because it's like you kept a straight face through all the stuff, and they're immediately screaming in my ear that somebody has to be the strong one, right? So you got little kids, you got idiot bosses, you've got, let's say a boyfriend, whatever, and and we're like having a fourth kid, so I get that. But yeah, and so you still, you're going to be fine no matter what, and I think that's a huge part of what you have to grasp is, you got tons of help on the other side in the world, and you just got to take all this stuff a little bit at a time and not let it overwhelm you.
Yeah, I find the more I can stay in the moment, or as I always say, try and get out of my head and into life, I'm better than if I've been getting really stuck in my head and my thoughts and my memories, and it's not a really happy place right now. So I'm trying to change the memories, but it's not really happy right now.
Own that. See if you go forward. I'm stuck in my memories.
No, that actually pushed me back.
All right, let's change. So yesterday she was stuck in her memories. See if it pulls you forward.
Yep.
Yeah, and see, so we took out overwhelm and stuck in memories left too. Isn't that cool? So that's how you know. So I love it. Yeah, found to help you, love.
Yeah, and then also just a clearing for moving forth with legal stuff. I'm having a meeting with an attorney this afternoon on the phone about proceeding with some civil action against the assisted living place and stuff. They're just
let's see how
that it all goes smoothly.
Let's see how it tests right now. Forward, back, or in between.
Pushes me forward.
There you go. I don't want to mess with it. Kim, did you have
I want to add one. Yes, please. I wanted to add one more thing that they're yelling about is you have to realize that your sensitivity is a strength. It's not a weakness. And just because you've been dealing with people that it seems to look like a weakness, you need to get more in touch with what your power is with your sensitivity. I think that was the push-pull that I was seeing on you sort of trying to protect yourself and also being as sensitive as you are. So maybe just always look into how you're feeling at the moment you're dealing with things, because it'll move you more into your intuition for you to make better choices or decisions.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah, totally. Thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of your day.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for calling in, love.
Thanks.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Stay in touch. Bye-bye. Hey, 520, you're our next caller. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Good morning. I am Christina, and I'm calling from Arizona.
Really hard to hear you, honey. You're going to have to talk in the phone deeper.
Okay, my name's Christina.
There you go.
And I'm from Arizona.
Christina from Arizona. Hi, you have a question for Kim?
Yes. I applied at a gift shop in the hospital, and I was wondering if you see that coming for me.
It's so hard to hear you. Can you talk a little bit louder?
Okay. Can you hear me now?
There you go.
Okay.
Yes.
I applied at a gift shop in a hospital, and I was wondering if you see that coming for me.
Can you give me your month and day of your birthday, please?
Sure. 4/22.
And hang on a second. Just say your full name for me so I can hear it, or the blueprint.
Okay. Would you like my marriage name or my original name?
Your original, please.
Okay. Christina Marie Gomez.
Did you apply for part-time, like a few days a week?
Yes.
Like 3 days, something like that?
Yeah.
I feel like they'll start to work with you where you might fill in for someone and then you can kind of move into it. I also feel like you're creative, you're crafty, so you love being around all that stuff. So if it's not, I don't want to say, they don't want to say, it's not, if it's not enough for you, maybe you can begin to make some things or sell creative things online or in a little business. You just kind of like being around all the artistic, fun things. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, because in that gift shop they sell little angels, all kinds of different little angels, and it's a Catholic hospital, so they have a little chapel in there, and then they got the little gift shop, and they have really beautiful things. And
yeah,
I think I would enjoy it because, you know, I've been doing housekeeping full time, but I'm ready for part-time financially. I'm able to work part-time, so I'm like, I think I'll go to part-time. It's something a lot easier.
Yeah, and also being around things that you love. It's more about that. It's more about the beauty. So you could work in a flower shop and it would make you happy. You want beauty and beautiful things around you. So I feel like they will hire you. They'll try you out, and you're definitely accountable and responsible. But I also feel like maybe look around and explore other creative places too, like a flower shop or another creative store or shop. I just feel like it's the beauty that you want to be around. Your spirit wants to be around beautiful, creative things. It's sort of, you're kind of done with doing the cleaning. You want to create something else now? Because I feel like your marriage is good, correct?
30 years, and
yeah, I get you solid with all of that.
Yeah, I think it's been better now than it's ever been.
Mhm. So yeah, I feel like you're in a good place, and just ask for the right sort of position to come in, because it's more about beauty and more about the creativity. Because I feel like you'll move into maybe wanting to make things or design things or sell things. I think it will go further for you in a fun way. But yes, to answer your question, sorry, you're like going off on things, but I feel like you will get the job a few days a week. They'll try you out first, but they're nice, so I feel like it'll work out. But I also feel like you need to explore further.
Okay, I'll do that. I just want to get, like just a little part-time to get out of the house. And then I got a 16-year-old daughter, and she's trying to do all this stuff. So I'm trying to work around her schedule so I can let her achieve what she wants to achieve, so I'm trying to work around her.
Yeah. Well, Jimmy, do you get anything else?
That's excellent. I think you're going to get this deal in the next couple of weeks, and my terribly wealthy client out in New York, she would say, this or better. So you want to get this or better, and that's okay. And I definitely see you making things, anything that has to do with beauty. You mentioned floral arrangements, things like that. You'd actually be very good at that, by the way, but you're all about making things. Artsy, crafty stuff shows up for you big. So, yeah. Well, stand up, face due north. We'll make it stronger for you.
Yay.
What do you go by? Yeah, stand up, face due north. Sun comes up in the east, turn to the left. Any nicknames? What does everybody call you? Say your name out loud.
Christina.
Okay. And see if it pulls you forward. Yeah. And if you say my name is Nemo the fish, it's going to pull you back.
Yep, it sure did.
There you go. So I'm going to say a bigger prayer for you. Believe, think, know, and feel, ready, willing, and able to know when, where, how, and why to start this hospital gift shop job ASAP. And we'll see if you go forward, back, or in between.
Forward.
Yeah, it's there. It'll pull you back to neutral once it comes in. We're just filling it up with more energy right now as we say it. There you go. Make sense? Awesome. Well, keep us posted, love. We'll help you any way we can, okay?
All right. Thank you. You guys have a
Thank you. Oh, well, thank you. And thanks for calling in. Yeah, reach out anytime we can help you.
Bye.
Hey, we'll take another caller. It's 480. Hi, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, my name's Mike. I'm in California.
Hey, Mike. You have a question for Kim?
I do. I'm looking at making a move. I'm currently in Ventura, and I would kind of like to go between Carpinteria and Santa Barbara area and kind of see what you think.
Okay. Can you give me your month and day of your birthday, please?
5/29.
Okay. And your full name on your birth certificate, please.
Michael Stephen Jocks.
Okay, hold on. I know where Santa Barbara is. I don't know the other place, but it's close, correct? It's like 12 miles distance?
Yeah.
Something like that? Yeah. I honestly, I don't feel like this is a problem for you. You pretty much make things happen. You're just more wanting to position yourself to expand yourself in business, but I don't see an issue at all. I don't see what the concern is. What's the concern about it? Because it's good.
Right. Oh,
what
no, exactly. Yeah, so right now I'm waiting on a business partner to get free up some time for the business, like what you were referring to. So right now I just kind of wait tables part-time. And then there's also another opportunity as well within Santa Barbara So it's just, there's a lot of things, and I'm just, again, for me, if it didn't happen yesterday, it didn't happen fast enough.
Right. But I feel like, one, you make things happen. Two, you pretty much take a leap of faith. I don't really feel like this is even a leap of faith. I feel like this is just a jump to a new start. And you're already in that new start. And so I feel like you will only create good things. I don't see it as a problem at all. I see more that the apartment that you're in is sort of old and you're done energetically. So it's more about a new, fresh start. So when you look to move, look for a place that really feels beautiful and solid to you, for you to really appreciate your life, because you're someone that appreciates your life all the time. So a view, whatever it is you want. I mean, excuse me, Santa Barbara is beautiful. Like I said, I don't know the other town. But yeah, I feel like it's all good for you. It's just more about moving energetically in a fresh start. You can make anything happen. You always do, from what I can see.
Yeah.
Jimmy, do you?
No, you're right.
Yeah, I got Santa Barbara all day long. So the closer you can get to Santa Barbara, the better. You've got a great voice for radio or whatever. You're obviously high, energetic level, and my mother,
I think.
Yeah, my mother would call you a mover and a shaker. So that's all good. You want to stand up, feel the energy of it?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So face due north. Sun comes up in the east. Turn to the left. And just say your first name out loud. It should pull you forward for yes.
Michael.
It'll feel the drift forward. And if you say, my name is Nemo the fish, it'll pull you backwards.
Correct.
And then they just want to immediately, I feel like as close to Santa Barbara as you can get will be the best. That'll pull you forward for a yes. It's just what they're showing me. And there you go. And they really want to jump to the partner stuff, and let's have everything come to fruition now. They want to give you good fortune more than anything. So we're just gonna say for you and everybody that's listening, good fortune flows in, around, and through me now. It's gonna pull you forward really hard, and then bring you back to neutral once it's done. Nice. That's gonna help. Anything else pop in your head? I feel like you're on track. It's like you're waiting on everybody else. It's not you. You're like me. If you have a noon appointment, you're there at 11:55, right? So it feels like everybody else is kind of slowing you down. Does that make sense?
100%. I was ready to go with the business partner January 2nd, and it's May 16th.
So there you go. Yeah, so they gotta step it up. And my friend would say, if not them, then it's like next. You need to move on. So, or somehow do that deal on your own, or get somebody else in on it, or whatever you got to do. So. They're also saying you're like me, you got 9 irons in the fire all at one time, and that's okay because that keeps us from being bored. If I had to do the Coca-Cola, God love them, and I got clients there bottling every day, I would drive myself nuts. So definitely want to do a little bit of everything. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I had an office sales job for a little bit, and I was just like, "Are you flipping kidding me?" I'm like, I don't care how much money I'm making, I'm out. Right.
No, you're definitely what my mother would call free-spirited, and you're entrepreneurial and all that. So I see it all working out for you, but like I say, as close to you can get to Santa Barbara, the better. This other guy is either going to step up or you're going to find something else anyway, and you're going to have your finger in 5 different pies anyway. So it doesn't really matter. So don't sweat it if it does or does not show up. Don't be tied to outcomes.
Gotcha.
So,
yeah, no, I've kind of recently released all that, and it's like, listen, it is what it is. If you get on board, great. Kind of ignore the ex-girlfriend, and then maybe she'll come back, type of thing.
Yeah, or better. I want you to get better.
Or better. Right? Yeah, exactly.
Better.
Or better. Exactly.
Yeah, or better. And really, the best she can be, or better. Right. Go ahead, Kim.
I just wanted to add also, from between January and now, there were a lot of tumultuous changes that have gone on that maybe you needed to see for your worth and for the changes that you wanted to make. And it could have been frustrating, but nothing really moved forward. We were more in processing our worthiness, what we wanted, our deep core self-love issues, all of that stuff. So now things, I feel like, will really move forward quickly. I think you're going to go past these business partners. I feel like you'll go on to other things, like Jimmy is saying. There's no stopping you. So I don't even know if you know your potential. I think you're so open and ready that you'll be able to look around and see other opportunities, even buying into a restaurant at some point.
Oh my gosh! So it's funny that you say that because of the business partner. He's really successful in real estate, and we're both grew up within a half hour of each other from the Midwest and connected here in California, synchronistically. But no, a chef that I know, I'm like, listen, put a business plan together. He's got guys with hundreds of millions of dollars that are his clients and invest in stuff, and let's see if we can get a restaurant up and going, because the chef himself is phenomenal. And it's just, of course he's dragging his feet, fear, his own fear, procrastination. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's always something going on.
There you go. I love it. Well, keep us posted, friend. Call in any time. We'll help you any way we can. Okay.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thanks for calling in. Yeah. Folks, reach out anytime. Yeah. Bye-bye. Hey, Kim, thanks for being on the show. I love it. What fun we had, huh?
Thank you. I know. I love it. Yeah. Thank you
for
having me.
Folks. Oh, thanks for being with us and contributing. We love the energy, and just for you to pick up on things like restaurants. I mean, 9 out of 10 people you'd say that to. There's no way. And then restaurants, boom, it's him. So I love it, and it's just so much fun, interesting, and it'll always be fascinating to me. Yeah. Tell folks how to get a hold of you again for sessions and readings and whatnot, the website.
Sure. It's Kimlovemuse.com, and should I give them my email or my phone number? Does it matter?
Whatever you prefer, love. Yeah.
My email is kimlovemuse@gmail.com, and all the info's on my website. So.
Love it.
Yeah, thank you. It's so much fun to work with someone else and sort of bounce off. It's great. It's
I love it.
Great.
Yeah, that's the way I am too. A lot more fun and interesting, folks, and everybody gets a different read on everything. So, thanks again for being on. Hey, folks, that's all the time we have today. You bet. You're welcome. And this is Jimmy Mack, and I just want to tell everybody, may the rest of your life be the best of your life. And remember, folks, make progress every day. Reach out anytime we can help you. It's jimmymackhealing.com. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Staples knows that when your spreadsheets no longer spread, it's time. When your presentations are not presentable, it's time. And when tensions in the office are high...
No, tensions are very, very high.
It's definitely time. And it's times like these when pros turn to Staples. Staples has a full range of tech services to help your business with everything from data recovery to virus protection. And right now, get $50 off PC diagnostic and repair service, so your business won't miss a beat. Staples, it's pro time. Ends 5/27. Service does not include parts.